What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here, and we are back in Assetto Corsa, and I want to go over the latest updates to the game while I drive the brand new MB412C GT3 race car that has been put in the game with this latest set of patches. This is going to mostly focus on the update that just came out the other day, version 0.6.5. There is a version 0.6.6, but there's a couple really minor changes added to it, so we're not going to really focus on that one in this video. We're going to focus on these other changes, and I'm just going to go over some stuff, give you a little bit of facts on this GT3, and then tell you some of the stuff in the change log, and hopefully you enjoy it. I am not the best racer, I have admitted to that many times, and this will not be my best session, so enjoy it as it is, but don't fault me for it because I'm just here to have fun. Okay, so this version is going to actually enable for the first time the test of engine damage, as well as a few other features. Still under some development and balancing. You can experience the engine damage if you downshift too aggressively, or if you over rev the engine, or if you keep the turbo pressure too high on cars that permit extra turbo boost adjustments in game, such as the Z4 Drift and the new 1M Stage 3 that have been put into the game. I'm sorry, the Z4 Drift has been in the game. The 1M Stage 3 is new in this recent patch. Okay, so let's give you some facts here. So this new version here, this new update also includes the 12C GT3, which is one of my favorite cars that I like to race around. To me, it's a much better improvement over the regular MB412C. This car is the first car built for the FIA GT Series racing since the McLaren F1 GTR finished production in 1997. The 12C GT3 is based on the standard MP412C, the high-performance sports car, and was designed with engineers and test drivers with experience in the Formula 1 and the GT racing circuit to assemble this production racing version of the car. Okay, just a little facts for you there. So they have also included in the game what we're talking about. There's two other cars that are put in here, not new cars, but new versions of the cars, or updates to the cars, whatever, or upgrades, if you will. Okay, and the first one is the BMW 1M Stage 3, and this is going to have some extra power in it, a adjustable turbo boost, a shorter gearbox, and improved suspension. And then there is also going to be the amazingly balanced Lotus Evora Stage 2, which now has a new compressor pulley for a bit of additional engine power and a much more track-focused suspension. So go ahead and take a ride on those. I plan on getting out in those cars a few laps and seeing how much better they are. Excuse me. So let's just go ahead and touch on another big thing that came out. So now they've added a new Friends Leaderboard app in the game. Gamers can directly compete against their friends on Steam and reset your scores in game every time you want to. Okay, the app is not intended to go against the third-party modders app that's out there, as this one that they've created doesn't check for cheats and or assists, but it can be used against your friends whenever you want. Keeps lap times, scores from the drift and time attack modes as well, and just so that way you know. So if you're not really into modding and having or taking a look at the modders, leaderboards and stuff, there's now one in the game for Steam directly, and it's nice. You can compete with your friends. So that is that. So we know we got the three cars that are put in game this time, and let me just highlight some of the extra stuff in the change log that I saw and I liked. And yeah, so we've got some Oculus Rift improvements that were made in this version. So if you've got an Oculus Rift, go ahead and try that out and see. I don't have an Oculus Rift. not fortunate enough to have one, so I can't really tell you how much improvements they've made. The high field of view on a single screen that was greater than 80 degrees has had a rendering fix done to it. Some car physics and apps stuff has been fixed. There has been balanced opponents for the volume, so they balanced the volume on the opponent's cars, which is kind of a nice thing. They were a little bit overbearing. Some rankings have been fixed. They fixed the closing of Assetto Corsa while the replay was playing after a race. I guess there were some bugs in there I hadn't really noticed myself personally. Replay performance improvements, which is always nice. I've seen some better frame rates on the replays than I did before. It's a little more smoother now. They fixed the real-time position on restarts. Best lap is now kept when restarting sessions, so if you're in a session, you got a great lap time, best one you've had, and you leave the session, go back into the menu system for a bit, and then you come back out, this time your best session will remain there for you to compete against again. They fixed the look back on the replay. Engine smoke, when damaged, has been put in there and updated a little bit. Engine damage itself, it's not balanced yet, so just keep that in mind, but they're working on it. They've made some improvements to the Ferrari 599X, including the pressure. The center of pressure was adjusted for it, and they improved the cockpit view and adjusted the hood cam or the bonnet cam. They've made some small aerodynamic improvements on the Z4 GT3, the M3 GT2, and the P4 P5. The new overboost function, which I was talking about earlier on the Z4 Drift. So how you do it, keys 1 and 0 for 10% or 100% turbo boost. 80% is the default. Okay, so 1 through 0, depending upon what number you click, is where your boost is going to be at. So 1 being 10%, 0 being 100%, 80% is the default. Okay. Engine damage, when turbo boost is over 80% on the cars that support it, that's when you're going to see that engine damage feature that they're talking about. And then there will be engine damage from over revving the engine, i.e. downshifting at the wrong time. And that's about it. Not a big one, not a big patch release, but there's some good improvements in here. As always, they're doing a great job. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more as we get more out of there. And you know, I'll improve my my racing as time goes on. But the game is very good. It's very solid already as a alpha stage still, or early access, however you want to put it. Let's see, change things around so much. So it's a very good game. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. You've enjoyed my bad driving, and I will catch you guys in future videos. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Please do remember, though, if you did like it, to please hit that like button. Comments anytime below. And if you're not subscribed, greatly appreciate it if you did subscribe. We will see you later.